Main conversation in say, Mati say, MPB, MPB, oh yeah, MPP MP. Eka say, Bawumia no ye outsider. Bawumia a slave, like a slave, and Bawumia does not deserve to be flag bearer. Now, over the week I've been so busy. Mami, thanks for sharing. Please, let's keep sharing. Over the week I've been so busy and tired because I have to do a lot of things at the same time. Some of them I still have to meet up after here. Now, when I heard this, I was like, maybe it's a lie. An MPP MP speak in such a manner is a lie. I don't believe it. And now, Nipa Okasa say, or sending me link, because share no pampa. And the MPP MP nekas asem. Na ebushan for me asem. I was so pissed, number one, and again I felt sad after that. Because I felt sad because most of the time we are told, say, with growth in age, increment in age, comes wisdom. So we anticipate, say, ni obia oye penny biano, ni reasoning, ni kasa mono, there should be some level of wisdom that is being exuded. But unfortunately, in some of our leaders, our MPP mono, the more they speak, the more infantile they look. Now, let's even address this whole issue. First, they try to create the impression as though the only way to be a politician Ghana is to go through parliament. That's the first impression they try to create in the attempt to disqualify Bawumia. That Bawumia won parliament, he was not a parliamentarian. So we ask the question, Volta region, that in MPP, that it is very, very hard. So be free Volta regional voter constituency, our MPP be winning. Peter Mewukra or achieve sad they didn't allow him to go for a second term. She said all of us in Volta region there, we are disqualified straightforward from becoming politicians in MPP. Is that what you are telling us? That here Volta region, we don't qualify to be politicians because it is going to be leaders. We don't qualify to be leaders in MPP because it's going to be very difficult for us to go through parliament. Is that what you are telling us? So after asking this question, then they quickly switched. Now the thing is say, nobody will employ someone that is their enemy to supervise or to be in charge of our currency, our money, where our money is. Se Bawumia anka onye NPP near, President Kufuor would not have trusted him to be a deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana. You see, being an MPP person, any about party card, no. Debbie, that is why we are getting a lot of things wrong. That is why we are getting a lot of things wrong. NPP a center-right political party, a ideology tom. NPP is an ideology. You can have a party card and not be an NPP person. That's what I'm saying. Start center-right ideology, a new. And for Obia Oye MP to be talking and not dreaming a physical thing, Ebia Bawumia onika card enti onye MPP ninu sorry to use that word. Because it's about ideologies. Just the same way I told you some months ago, say, ye can say Dankwa Buzia Dombo tradition, no. And ye about per se, say, baby, I will free and something. And ye about ideologies. Eti, ebia mi Voltarian, no. I get up and I take Dankwa, I study Dankwa, I study his vision for MPP, his vision for Ghana, and I start speaking the vision of Dankwa. By that so doing, no, my Dankwa ni. Obiso sorry, You take Bawumia. Bawumia wanted Ghana to be this way. Bawumia wanted NPP to be this way. That person start thinking like that, start speaking like that. So that person has become a Bawumia person. Someone gets up, is Dombo. This is how Dombo saw NPP. This is how Dombo wanted Ghana to become. This is my vision. I'm working in the vision of Dombo. So you can be from even Western region and still be a Dombo person by virtue of your ideology. Now, give and take, say, Bawumia is outsider. Let's assume, say, Bawumia no is outsider. Who is an outsider? Why is outsider? We also saw MP Okasa Sebuno, he didn't see anything wrong when Freddie Blay became a chairman of NPP. Nothing wrong. Meanwhile, Freddie Blay was coming from CPP. Freddie Blay, no, he was coming from CPP. He had to finish his tenure, 2009, and came to join NPP. But that Freddie Blay became chairman, national chairman of NPP, and in fact, he's the person who was chairman when NPP returned to power in 2017. And he stayed on until he decided not to contest again. So Freddie Blay is not an outsider. CPP Nino Albe Lady, a party, on your outsider. Or when it comes to that, we can make some exceptions. But because Bawumia is maybe from a certain part of the country, he must be victimized. One thing we don't understand, our NPP, when I say some of these people don't understand, they say, Bawumia in this time, he's representing the minority groups, our NPP. That is what is not just about the man Bawumia, it's about the minority groups. Now, those minority groups are our NPP, Volta count, GANS account, Northerners account, and we are all observing. We are all observing how Bawumia is being treated by our party. And it's telling us, say, if Bawumia is, even if a whole former vice president is being treated this way, is being addressed this way, then how much more me, a son of a charcoal seller from Volta region? So in essence, what you are trying to tell me is, say, hey, The Voice, pack your page of 202,000 followers and leave our party. That is what you are telling me because I am an outsider, quote unquote. Now, niye shinkra ni say, yeko kape, 1992 na uwohe, 1992 na uwohe. Were we all supposed to be there in 1992? Were we all supposed to be there in 1992? So, if somebody was not born in 1992, that has become a crime the person is committed. Kwabena word saying, and some people have even forced to go and lie their way. Say, and in 1992, no, the millions of dollars nearby. Then besides, I'm say some millions of dollars. No, now I buy no cry. Ghana buy was Aska 1992. The party NPP cannot keep dwelling in 1992. We are in 2025. It's good, maybe you started it then, but who are the people watering it now? It is you and I that are watering it. We also deserve some credit. We deserve some credit. In fact, research has shown, and most political scientists, including they have agreed, say, if not for the court case of 2013, NPP wouldn't have won 2016 election. Yeah. Most political scientists have consented to that. And the reason is simple. The reason is, through the defense of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia at the Supreme Court, Ghanaians got to realize that the election was stolen. Ghanaians got to realize, and it was clear, straightforward, 2012 election, it was rigged in favor of NDC. That is why even at the Supreme Court, just one person's decision, that was the difference. That is all the balance. Now, when you go and read the judgments, when say judges, at the Supreme Court, when they pass judgment, everyone gives their view of why they voted a certain way. Now, when you go and look at the judges that voted against a re-election, most of them, say a re-election will cost the country a lot of money. So it was not per se say NPP didn't have a case, but it was because of money that they decided say let's not have a re-election. Mami says a lot of electoral reforms were made as a result of that court case. Yes. Kwabena Ebo says that competency is what matters. That MP should bow down in shame. Yeah. Okay. Out of that court case, and Supreme Court case say elections are won at the polling station. So if you don't get your numbers from the polling station, if you don't get your pink sheet from the polling station, you will have no case. And that court case has helped to stabilize this country even after 2020 election. Because when NDC went to court without any evidence, without any pink sheet after 2020, they were referred back to 2013. Say, in 2013, under your government, the Supreme Court said that elections are won at the polling station. So where are your evidences? Where are your pink sheets? They don't have any pink sheet. They say, go and sit down somewhere. So that is the impact and many more impact that that case has actually done for in Ghana. Now, who was the center player? It was our case. A nipa and your friend say outsider. The person that we are claiming is an outsider. In 2013, when NPP needed somebody to go and sit in front of the camera and sit among lawyers, being grilled hour after hour, hour after hour, lawyers, astute lawyers like the Chikates, grilling him, asking him questions in front of live television under oath. A nipa or outsider no. Or no, that stood in. Meanwhile, the people who claim say, 1992, they were all outside this country and they were chilling with their girlfriends and side chicks and wives. Some of them, not even once, throughout 8 months of those Supreme Court days, not even once did they step in the court in solidarity. Not even once. And the outsider goes to court, protects the image of NPP, rejuvenate NPP, and you feel, say, because you were there in 1992, you deserve to become maybe flag bearer ahead of him. What are we talking about? What are we saying? Don't we even realize, say, Ghanaians are getting tired of old people? Yeah. Ghanaians are getting tired of people who are too much advanced in age. They want the Gen Zs that are now the brand new voters who want someone they can relate with, a technocrat. And that technocrat is none other than Bawumia. Who else? Who else is a technocrat that the Gen Zs can easily identify with? If not Bawumia. Mention. I throw the challenge to you. In this dispensation, of all the people so far, both NPP and NDC, that want or that have shown interest, the one that we know Gen Zs can relate with and can actually work, do the work, Bawumia. Now, we are MP now kukasa kosa semuno. Should Bawumia win, will you have the confidence to come and join the campaign team? How are you going to undo that nonsense that you said? How? And sometimes it's painful. Says they just do it to set up their own candidates for insult and ridicule. Because for me, Onwan Kasano is insignificant in the puzzle. MP or insignificant. So I will have to look at the flag bearer who he is supporting. Then I launch attack on that person. But that is what is going to not help our party in the end. Kwabena Ibo said that we are sick and tired of that slogan of 1992. If that is their case, then Edu Boahin should be a flag bearer. Exactly. Everything 1992 na more. Are they? So as for we the MPP there, if you were not there in 1992 there, you cannot become anything in MPP. See what NDC is doing. Look at how NDC has become attractive to the youth. They take someone as young as Sami Jemfi, give him gold board. Take Felix Ofosu Kwache. Look at the car he's driving in. The car is called Rox One, Chinese brand hybrid, full VIP interior, over 500,000 US dollars, paid for in cash. That is what Felix Ofosu Kwache is driving in. The car he's driving, there is not up to 5 Ewaganaha. The car Felix Ofosu Kwache is driving in. Nipa omu wasa car Ewaganaha no, omu ndru 5. But see the way NDC is giving the youth the opportunity. Edemagbana already. Look at how NDC is giving him opportunity. He's an MP. He's traveling all around. Now, instead of Yen MPP, MPP used to be the party that was doing those things. If you study, if you remember, way back, now I can say NDC for that they are very greedy. They don't like releasing money. They don't like giving people opportunity. It was MPP that was known for giving people opportunity, giving the youth opportunity. And to wow now we are a politician, our MPP munu, it was easy for you to get the spotlight. And what we were doing that made the party attractive, that got NDC for to learn from us. Now NDC people have learned it from us, and we are departing from it. And to say, oh, MPP mono, undo 60 years, undo 70 years, you shouldn't be given any opportunity in the party. Is that what we are saying? Look at the number of useless portfolio this NDC government had to create just to put the fees in their youth. They created a national director coordinator for DRIP. Then they have district regional coordinators. All 16 regions, deputy regional coordinators, then district coordinators. All 275 districts, or 260 something districts. All because they have realized the future is for the youth. The Gen Zs must see some appeal around political party. And a fine gentleman like Bawumia, you are doing everything possible to bring down his spirit. To what end? Do we need a candidate that can win us an election, or we need a candidate that just wants to win to prove a point? That is a question we must answer. Because from the way things are going, it's appearing as though we are just looking for a candidate that will prove a point. Me a Sikeni, and me a flag bearer. I was there in 1992, so I'm a flag bearer. To go for Bebre now war 92. Must we wait for all of them to become flag bearers before those of us who came after can become anything? Please send your request. Let's have a conversation. What do you think about this? Was that a fair statement to make? And the second thing is, as I said that, I heard a former NAPCO guy who praised the NAPCO policy. And I'm asking myself, why did we sit down for NDC to demonize NAPCO to the extent that they made NAPCO look as though it came to do more damage than good to our party, our country? Let's send your request. Let's have a conversation. First Prince, it's saying,
I don't know when I
this I don't know you now, sorry.
The young couple, I say, the young
5 minutes in.